USA rolls into semifinals of Paris Olympic men's basketball tournament. All the favored teams in the first three men's basketball quarterfinals at the Paris Olympics had problems. Canada lost to France, Serbia erased a 24-point deficit to beat Australia, Germany had to shake off a double-digit deficit before beating Greece. So, going into the fourth and final game of the night, the US knew what it had to do. We wanted to come out and make sure we were the aggressor, US coach Steve Kerr said. They made it look easy, too. Devin Booker led a balanced front with 18 points, and the Americans had little trouble with Brazil in the quarterfinals of the Paris Olympics, winning 122-87 on Tuesday. The U.S. moves on to face Serbia in Thursday's semifinals, while Germany takes on France in the other semifinal. Winners of those games will play Saturday night for the gold medal, and Thursday's losers will play Saturday morning for the bronze medal. Everybody expects us to win, Jason Tatum said. But you don't take things for granted, right? Canada lost earlier. It's a different game. It's not like playoffs, where it's a series. We've got one game and a lot can happen in one game, especially over here. If there was one issue, it was this. LeBron James left in the third quarter after catching an elbow around his left eye, struck by Brazil's Jorginho de Paula while going for a rebound. James went down, eventually pressed a towel over the eye and left for the locker room area later in the third. Kerr said James needed 4 stitches. "I'm all right," James said. Got hit with an inadvertent elbow around the eye. Anthony Edwards scored 17 points, while Joel Embiid, booed again in France, of course, had 14 points and 7 rebounds in 12 first-half minutes for the Americans. Anthony Davis finished with 13 points and 8 rebounds for the U.S. James had 12 points and 9 assists. Kevin Durant scored 11 points and passed Lisa Leslie as the U.S. Olympic career scoring leader, men's or women's. Leslie had 488 points in her 4 Olympic appearances, all of which ended with gold medals. Durant is trying to go 4 for 4 on the gold front as well. He's 2 wins away from getting that done. He's incredible. He was born to play ball and he's simply incredible, James said. I'm happy for him. Congratulations to him. I'm super proud of him. And he's got more to go. There was a moment where Brazil might have thought it had a chance. It trailed the U.S. by only 8 midway through the second quarter. A big deficit had turned into something rather manageable. The moment was short-lived. A 21-2 run over the final 3:56 of the half turned things into their predictable blowout state. It eliminated whatever doubt there might have been. Let's be honest, there wasn't much, if any, and the U.S. turned that 8-point lead into a 63-36 runaway going into the final 20 minutes. Bruno Caboclo was the star for Brazil, leading all scorers with 30 points. Playing in Paris for the first time during these games, the crowd was smaller. The arena used for the 3 games in the group stage is nearly twice as big as the one being used for the knockout stage, but given the stakes, the turnout certainly seemed more star-studded. Retired U.S. Olympic basketball star Carmelo Anthony and his son, Kian, were there, seated next to Pau Gasol in VIP spots near the court. U.S. women's star A'ja Wilson had a spot next to Snoop Dogg, who has become the unofficial ambassador of all things Team USA at these Olympics. They came for a show. They got one. James led the end of half surge, and that was basically the game. Braun just out there throwing dimes. UConn women's star Paige Buchers offered on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, and she wasn't wrong. He was 4 for 4 in the half from the floor, 2 for 2 from the line, a tidy 10 points and 8 assists. James walked back to the bench with about 3 minutes left in the game, after being tended to following that shot to the face, and the crowd in Paris roared. Maybe it was because James was fine. It might have been because at the same moment, French Olympic swimming star Leon Marchand, a winner of 4 gold medals at these Paris Games, was being shown on the scoreboard as well. Either way, they had plenty to cheer for. These are the medal games now, Booker said. Have to take it to another level.